The name of Christ isn't Jesus. Friends, the name of the Holy One is called Iesous and not Jesus. Here is the proof. The Greeks pronounce the name of Christ as Iesous. And the Yiddish and the Jewish Bible scholars, they use the pronunciation of Yeshua as the Messiah, meaning that Jesus or Yeshua is the name of their Messiah. Friend, it is so convenient for the Yiddish scholars and the Bible scholars to conveniently interject the Yod when they want to show a distinction between the name of Jesus as their Messiah, called Yeshua or Yeshua. And when it comes down to the name of God, whose name they are rendering as the Hashem and also as Yehovah and Yahweh and Jehovah according to the Tetragrammaton or the Tetragram, JHVH and YHWH. Which is a interpreted acronym, which is a name for God which they say is too holy to say. But whose name they are ready admitting mean Jehovah or Yahweh or Yehovah. And this is very deceitful because they are propagating a lie. And why the multiple choice name for God, whom they are admittedly saying is called Elu'hymn. Friend, if Elu'hymn is already a name for the Sovereign One of Abraham, then why is it that many in Christendom and Islamism and Buddhism and Shintoism aren't calling upon Elu'hymn? But instead they all are calling upon their individual gods and deities. And friends, why is it then that they aren't many people in these religions that they aren't calling upon whom is the Sovereign One, and whom is called Elu'hymn, and Elu'yah, and Elu and also Elu'yah, and also the Holy One? And then there is the name Iesous. Friend, the Greek name for Jesus I believe is at fault because it is not biblical nor is it Hebraically correct. And it is not the true name of the Sovereign One, whom is called Iesous and not Jesus. Because Jesus is a name which means Jesuit. And which is a name for Satan. Please continue on to the message. Thanks. Acts chapter 16 verse 31. Believe in the name of the Odd. And whom is the Iesous Christ. And also whom is the Christ. And you all shall be saved. Friends, because there is an error with the Yiddish or Jewish alphabet. And with the modern Hebrew language. The scribes have erred in rendering the name of the Most High, whom is the sovereign Odd of Abraham and also the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. And also the Hebrew scholars have erred in giving us an incorrect pronunciation of the Sovereign One, whom is called the Holy One. And also whom is called the Odd. And also whom is called the Almighty and also whom is named Holy. And they have given us a false doctrine and also a false name for the true sovereign King of heaven, whom is called Elu'hymn and Elu'yah, and also whom is called the Odd. Friends, I can't stress this point enough. And that is that the name of Jesus is not the name of the Most High. And also that it isn't the name of the sovereign King of heaven. But it is a name for Satan, and it is not a name for Elu, whom is called the Sovereign One, and also the Holy One, whom is named Holy, and also the Almighty, and also Ehayath and Ehawa, and also Elu and Elu'yah, and whom is called the Odd, and also the Sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth, and also whose name is higher than any other name, and whose name that we all must believe in and accept when we give our love and worship, and also when we bow in worship and adoration. And when we all bow down ourselves in awe before Elu, whom is called Elu'yah and Elu'yah, and say Hallelujah, and praise the Odd. Friend, and it is because He is whose name is the Odd, and also the Most High, and He is whom is called Elu'hymn, and Elu'hymn, and Elu'hymn is He, whom is the Sovereign One and also the Sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth, and Elu is the Sovereign One, whom is called Iesous, and the Righteous One and the Gracious One, and whose love and mercy is great, and whose loving kindness is past finding out, because it endures forever and is extended also to all generation. Hallelujah. Praise ye the Odd. So, my friends, He is whom is the one and only true Christ. And also He is the Christ and also Christ. But because of these errors that are mentioned above, why so many people in His world have being deceived by Shaitan, and also by the Jesuits and the Jesuites, and also by the Yiddish alphabet, and because of Yiddish alphabet jot error, and also because of their error in their version of their alphabet. And because of all of these errors, like the one with the invention of the letter J, and the use of the letter J in the Hebrews people language, and which was forbidden by Elu'hymn, and also because of their many equivocations, and also because of the convolution of the ancient Hebrews language pictograms, and also that the pictograph's characters does not have a sound for the letter J. And this is why so many people have succumbed to the deception of Satan, because they too have being deceived by accepting this lie, that the ancient Hebrews language does have a letter J in the letters of the pictograms, and also in its holy characters, and also its sacred holy pictographic characters, and that they never did contain any forbidden letter J, because this letter has being X'd out from the Hebrews alphabet by Elu'hymn. So that's why there aren't no letter J's in the Hebrews Yud. And also because there aren't no letter J's in the ancient Hebrews script or the ancient Hebrews pictograms, and also in the ancient Hebrews pictographs characters, which shows that the ancient Hebrews language that it did not contain any letter J, period. Friend, the Hebrews Yud is originally the holy E letter. And it is the holy Yod. And it never did have in it no letter J. And also this letter Y, was pronounced as the holy digrammaton, E, or IY. And it is the holy letter Y, and also because the Y, in the ancient Hebrew script was the Yod letter that was the divine designation which stood for the holy sacred name of the Most High. And which is still the sacred holy name of E, today. And it is because E's the Odd, and also E's the sovereign King of heaven. And also because E's Elu, whom E's whom E's Christ. And E's the sacred holy name of the sovereign one, whom E's the holy one of Abraham. And also whom E's the Odd, and also the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. Friend, for more information about the ancient Hebrews pictogram, and also the pictographs characters of the ancient Hebrews language, and its alphabet, would you please check out my message which is called the forbidden letter J. And also my message which is called the error with the Yiddish alphabet, and also the error and the controversy with the Yiddish alphabet. And also their error with the contrivance of the Yiddish Jod, which has totally convoluted the ancient Hebrews script. And basically this is why there are so much controversy about Jesus, and also about the name of Jesus, whom we are told is the true Christ. Friend, and because of this very reason it is also why we have being sold a lie. And also why Satan have being able to deceive many people in his world. And this is the reason why many people today still doesn't know the holy sacred name of the Most High. And also it's because of the errors like these why the Jesuits have being able to deceive us for so long. Friends, the worship of God is called idolatry, and also idolomancy. And also the worship of Jesus as the true Christ is called Christolatry and Jesusolatry. And also the worship of many gods is called theolatry. Friend, don't you be mistaken. God is not who you think he is. God is Godriel or Gadriel, and Godriel is called Gad or God for short. Because God is actually Satan. And Satan was the serpent of old whom beguiled Eve in the beginning of the world. When they were cohabiting in Eve's world in Eve's garden, who was called Eden. And Satan is also called the devil, and also Iblis, and also the destroyer, and also Apollyon, and also Abaddon. And Satan is also called the old dragon and Draco. And God is also known as Gog or Old Gog, and also God is also called the man of sin. For more information about the names of God, please see my message which is called the 30,000 Names for God. Thanks. So, my friends, let us all beginning to embrace the sacred holy name of E, and also let us begin to acknowledge E, whom is the sovereign one, and also the almighty E, whom is named holy E. Because E is the sacred holy name of the holy prophet Elu'hymn, whom is the holy one whom we all should worship and reverence and adore and also believe in. Because E is the name which we all should worship and bow down in adoration, because E is odd in all the heavens and the earth. Because E and E's glory is the like the sun, whom glory resembles the sunlight, and which is much brighter than the morning sun, and the brilliancy of the sun which is shining at noonday. Thank you. To be continued.